Hey Cam fam, welcome back and welcome to Keeping Up with Cam. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning into our channel, and if you're a returning subby, thank you so much for coming back. So today we're going to be hitting you with our Toddler Boy hairstyle video number 56. This is going to be a braided hairstyle, and I'm going to say it's about an intermediate level. It doesn't take too long to do. The beginning part is a little bit of prep work, but this is a pretty easy style and it looks super cute. So let's go. All right, so we're gonna start by taking down his hair. This is literally freshly washed. I haven't done a style on wet hair in a while, and while doing this style I remembered why, and it's not gonna happen again soon. It's pretty difficult for me. I don't like doing it on wet hair if it's a braided style. So we're going to go in and we're going to separate the hair into two sections. We're going to do a part horizontally from ear to ear, and just to get that put away and sectioned off. So because I'm doing this style after just washing his hair, it's going to require that I hydrate it, or else it's going to dry out in 30 seconds. So that's just me using the spray bottle. This is a little length check, super shrinkage, can you imagine? But yeah, so we're going to go in with our products. This is the Just For Me Curl Piece Defining Curl and Coil Cream. I actually got this in St. Lucia when we were on vacation. It's kind of all they had. They didn't have like our staples, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, but I love it. Absolutely love it. So after wetting the hair, I'm now putting in the cream. So we had our L for liquid, which was water, and we're now having our C for cream, which is our Just For Me Curl Piece Coil and Curl Definition Cream. And then after that, I'm going to go in and add my olive oil just to seal all that in. And we're just going to do that section by section as we go through the hair. I'm using my Red by Kiss I don't remember the name of the brush. So sorry, it's passing me right now. But everything will be in the description box below. Honestly, this is my favorite brush ever in the whole world. It works so well for his hair. No tangles, no knots, no nicks. It's like you don't hear that, that crispy like biting an apple sound. Nothing. Like, it's the best brush you will ever spend money on. So I'm treating this, even though I'm doing the style today, I'm treating this as if I'm just doing the LCO after wash day. So I'm going through each section, I'm braiding each section, but as soon as I'm done that last one, I'm going to take it out and then braid the hair. I recommend doing this like the night before you do the style, but if you can't and you gotta do it like same time like me, gotta do what you gotta do. So all right, we are taking out the braids now, and we're gonna prep the hair to braid it. Yes, y'all, despite how they are treating us with this new formula, I'm still using the Shine and Jam. I'm a stickler for finishing something when I spend the money, but I will not be keeping this in my arsenal. I may buy a small one just to see if it really is that same thing, but I'm not going to be using this one again. So I'm going in and I am parting from the middle. I'm trying to get a straight line. I am taking this part all the way from the front to the back. Even though we will be switching up the part halfway through, you still want to know where that actual middle part is going to be. So I want you guys to just remember that when we part and we see with our eyes that it's straight, it may not be the case. As you can see here, it's on a slant. So I'm going to have to go back in and fix that. That's not because I mistook where his hair is or anything like that. It's because, and I just learned this recently, he basically has like, I guess, extra skin. So his scalp will move more than a regular head. So you have to make sure that when you're parting, if this is the same for your little one, when you're parting, you pull that taut so that you can see where the part is landing, and you can see if it's straight or not. And you can just go back in and then you can fix that up. So be mindful if they have a little bit of extra movement when you're braiding, so that you're actually parting the hair in the right place, so that when you braid, it looks straight and it doesn't look wonky. So after we parted all the way down, we're going to go in on each side, and we're going to braid three, I believe it's three diagonals. So it's gonna look like we're doing pop smokes. So we're gonna section those off, three of them, and then you're gonna leave the back section. So you'll see what I mean here. Alright, so you're going to go in with your Shine and Jam or whatever product that you're using for parting and for braiding. And you're just going to make sure that each section is a crispy, crispy line, a neat line, and then you're going to go in and braid that section. So for the first two, it's super simple. You're just going to braid from that middle part down as if it's like doing a pop smoke braid. So I'm brushing through. I put in my product again on the perimeter because I want to make sure that the braid stays neat for as long as possible. I'm going to comb through. I'm going to brush through again. I'm probably going to brush through some more just to make sure that the hair is detangled, especially since we're doing it on wet hair. And then I'm just going to start my braid as I usually would. I'm going to start from the very tip of that square section, but I'm going to try and just do it kind of curved and bring it into the middle, just so that I'm getting all the hair in the same braid and keeping it looking neat, and it doesn't look like it just has like this random square to start off with and then the braid following. So I'm going to take that all the way down. I'm just going to braid the ends, and I'm actually not adding any elastic to this end, but if you like, you can feel free to do that. All right, so now this is where it gets a little bit different. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna still straighten up that line. You're gonna make sure that it is a neat part, but you're gonna make sure it's a neat part on both sides at the same time, because we're not going to just braid down from the middle. We're actually gonna separate this section as if it's one whole section from ear to ear. We're gonna separate it in the middle, and we're gonna braid down on one side and then braid down on the other side. So we're kind of doing like an 80%. You're gonna part in the middle of this braid like 80% of the way and then braid. It sounds weird to explain, but you'll see what I mean. So you can do this separation of this section wherever you like. You could do a little bit more than me, a little bit less than me, whatever is more comfortable for you, but you're going to make it not even, like it's not going to be in the middle. You want it anywhere but the middle. You can start on whichever side you want. You can have the longer side on the right or the longer side on the left, but you're going to switch it up when you do the next braid. So I'm just going in now that I have that other part sectioned off, and I'm just going to braid it down as if it's a regular braid. Make sure you get all the hair in. Make sure you put your styling product on before you start so that the hair stays and lays neat. I would like to let you guys know, this was so hard for me. Every second I'm moving my finger, hair is getting stuck, because I did do a set of acrylics for our long weekend. We had caravan a long weekend here in Toronto, and the nails are starting to come off. I've cut them down. I'm ready for them to like fall off so I don't damage my nail. But they're like all coming off from the top and still on my nail. So every time I'm putting my finger through his hair, it's just hair getting stuck. And I'm just like, no. So this was not a fun braid. Thankfully it wasn't like pulling his hair on him or anything, so he wasn't complaining, but it definitely was difficult for me. All right, so now we're moving on to the next braid. I want to say that this style, like most of my styles, can be done with smaller braids. It can be done as a more older child-friendly version, which I will be getting into soon once he's like fully in school and our braids are trying to be lasting longer. But for the younger kids, if you want it to just be a quicker way to do the style, because we're going to be taking it out more frequently, these would be the size that you would do. But for any style that I do, you can always make it into smaller size braids, which will then kind of extend the longevity of the style as well. So I'm going in here and I am just cleaning up that line, making sure that it is the same all the way around. And as you see here, I'm going in and sectioning that part, but I'm doing it on the opposite section of where I did before. I would have liked to have put it down a little bit more, because now that I see it after braiding it, that it's like kind of close to the middle one, and I didn't want it to be that close, but it all worked out. It's fine. But if you want perfection like me, I would have done it down just like an inch closer to his ear. So again, we are braiding down as usual, nothing fancy. Make sure you have your product on before you're braiding so you're getting all the hair in. You're able to easily do this braid and keep it neat. That's very important when we're doing braids that are bigger in size. You want to make sure that all the hair is being encompassed into that braid so that it stays neat and it lasts long, and we don't waste our time braiding like every 2 days. Check out the length on this little guy. Honestly, I don't know how to stop the shrinkage aside from, I guess, blow drying his hair, which I'm so against doing. I don't want to blow dry. I don't want to do heat damage. So we're just going to continue to have like the curled up braids for now. But I also think too, once I start doing it with smaller size braids, it'll be easier for the hair to retain its length even if it's wet. I have seen that when I've like done the box braids, that his hair shows its length more in those situations. So we just got to have a little bit of a waiting game and see when we start our different style of braids. So can you guys believe your internet nephew is starting school? We started this channel when Cam was like 1.5, I believe, and now he is going to kindergarten. Because we're in Canada, it hasn't started yet. We start in September. I think most places in the US have already started. So we have a little bit of time left, but as a mom, I am crying on the inside every day, preparing for the big cry on the actual day. But it is crazy to see where we have gotten from when we started braiding and where we are now. But don't fret, we are not going anywhere. I'm still going to be doing hairstyles. I'm just going to have to figure out the routine that works best for us now that we will be in school. I'll probably be braiding every Sunday or every other Sunday and then putting that out. So it's either going to be a weekly video or a bi-weekly video, but there will be more of a regularity to my uploads because his hair is going to need to be done regularly for school. But yeah, I think there will be a little bit of advancement in our styles. Now that he's going into school, it's going to have to look a little bit different. But it's still going to be toddler friendly. It's still going to be kid friendly. And it's absolutely going to be boy friendly. So we hope you guys stick with us for that journey. All right, so we're going in and we are taking that back section and we're just splitting it into two from left to right. We're going to add our Shine and Jam or whatever product we're using, and we're just going to make that part a little bit neater. After cleaning up that line, we're then going to split it into two. So that's where the original part down the middle would come in, because we still need that middle line. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going to have to part it where I think the middle is, and then I've got to pull the sides, I've got to put it in a clip, put it in an elastic, whatever it is, just to make sure that what I'm seeing is what is actually going to be shown when I braid the style. So I'm going in, I am going to be single braiding the back, so I'm brushing through everything because, you know, it's been a little bit of time since I took his hair out of the wash, so it started to dry up already. So I've checked his hair, make sure it's detangled. I'm adding in my Shine and Jam, add in whatever we're using. Let me know in the comments if you're using anything special, if you found a remix for this crazy formula. These are the elastics that we use. This is still my same goodie bag that I started with how long ago. I got these 500 pieces from Walmart for a couple bucks. I highly recommend them. They're great. They don't break, they don't pull, they don't cause any breakage, at least on our end. So I'm very satisfied with them. So I've added that in, and now I'm just braiding it down. Super easy, just braiding it. You can braid it overhand, underhand, whatever makes it easier for you, but this is how I decided to go with it. And then I added elastics to the end of these ones, but not to the end of the braids themselves. You can feel free to not do that. You can feel free to add elastics to whatever you like, but that's just how it worked better for me. I just want to take a second to thank each and every one of you who sends us kind wishes and these amazing words when we aren't doing the best, when we're not feeling well, when we're going through something, or when we just need a little bit of extra time in between uploads. Thank you guys so much for being understanding. Thank you so much for being so nice to us. I've been getting a lot of really encouraging messages and just really insightful messages on things that your little ones have been doing in terms of watching Cam like on his Instagram and getting kind of like confidence and stuff. So I'm just so thankful that you guys are enjoying our content on whatever platform it may be. I hope you guys continue to enjoy us. We're definitely trying to get back into a regular upload schedule. It is a little bit hard. We got a lot going on, and we have family visiting, and we were sick. Between the two of us, we were sick for like weeks. It was just a lot, but we're so thankful you guys are still here and still tuning in and still watching and still enjoying us, and hitting us up, like comment, send us messages, whatever it is. We love to hear from you guys. I read a message out to Cam the other day, and he was like, "Oh, mommy, that is so cool. Can we call them?" I'm like, "Baby, we don't have their number." But yeah, it's really nice to hear from you guys. So thanks so much for being amazing. Now tell me this style did not finish quickly. This was so quick. 3 braids in the front that you split up, 4 in the back. Super easy. And look, this is our final product. We have our 4 braids in the back. We have the 3 that we kind of split up in the front. And it works really well. I probably would have added elastics if I go back and look, but it's up to you on what you decide. This is if you decide to braid the 3 together. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you enjoyed your time with us today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Hit us down in the comment section below to let us know how you feel about what you saw today. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.